Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. First down, Craig, and he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Romo. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Romo now to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Romo throwing again. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Romo. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They are going for it. It's Romo. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. They'll run on first down. It's Craig. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Looking to throw. Henry. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's third and 1. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to convert on third and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They run the counter. It's Craig. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. To throw on second down, Henry. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Back to throw. Henry. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Now maybe a free play here for Romo. Escaping the pressure right. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Now Tony Romo on first down. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
throw here to his running back. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. To throw is Romo. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what
I think that factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Henry. Tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
After the interception, here's Romo. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Second and 10. Romo once more. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 2nd down now. It's Craig, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to draw that one free.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball and move it downfield and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Henry. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Henry. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Back to throw. Henry. He's got Smith here. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
There we go, baby.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to...
This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the 1st half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
That was AP, Adrian Peterson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. From the gun, Henry. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
I know retirement ceremonies, a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues. First down, here's a run with Peterson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Here's Peterson. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Off the play fake. Henry. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Henry. That is caught. It's Calvin Johnson. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a switch. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a throw dropped off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. They run again with Peterson. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Mike Vrabel saw him on the sideline. He didn't even hesitate. They will go for it on 4th. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Let's go!
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Off play action. Henry. Forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And he'll scrimmage, back at the 6. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Operating from the gun, Henry. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Titans can have the lead if they hit the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st down, it's Romo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st down, Craig nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the gun, here's Romo. Uncorks one for Davis. And a 7-yard line, the catch is made. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. 2nd and goal from the 1. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Derrick Henry punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. So the first drive ended in 3. This time they take it down and punch it in the end zone.
So that first drive felt like they were just gathering knowledge, didn't it? Just enough to kick the field goal on the first one. And the second time, they put it all together and got it all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
We got trip three. Dragon
60. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by the safety. And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather. And off we go from Nashville. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Romo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Back to throw. Romo. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Romo. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. And this throw will be intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
Ain't doing nothing.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hester to return from his end zone. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they're going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. But that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You know, you force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point, and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Oh, yeah, this is a ball game now, baby.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Now Romo. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Isaiah Simmons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Here's Romo. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Davis. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Here's Romo. Right back to Davis. It's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. They're going to go for it. It's Romo. They will find Davis. That's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure.
Laying out is Davis, and he's he's got the football. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. To the air again, Romo. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Lance Allworth there to make the grab. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point good by Prater. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Come on, let's get him.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
He's checking. Crash. 79 Broncos. 31's the mic. We own it.
Throwing on 1st down. Henry. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. Henry. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage.
Let's go. Hawk 70. But, gotta get the point. Get on.
Off the play fake. Henry. Rolling. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And this is going to be brought back for a Denver touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice for such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Don't be scared of it. Wide, get wide. Slam. Hurt. He's coming. We got double.
Now Peterson. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Let's go, D. Switch. Safe.
They'll run on first down. Peterson. Room here to run. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
It's a safety creep. Check 52. Ready to work.
On first down, Peterson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
On second down, Peterson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
You. Check four. 19 light.
Throwing on third and long. Henry. He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown. Vernon Davis. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Looking to throw. Romo. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's Romo now on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Craig. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again is Romo. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now another timeout here called by the Titans, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. That's going to set him back 5 yards. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for 1st and goal. From the gun, Romo. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the ball game here, the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw. Henry. And the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gould. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
31's the mic.
Yeah, let's get a sack.
Henry. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, smash. 3 down. Hey, watch out.
They'll run on first down. It's Peterson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Henry. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down to the 35.
Well, it's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go street. 25, check 25.
Handoff comes to Peterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry, throw right side, caught by Davis. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Henry. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Mustang 19. Check smash. Check smash.
Back to throw. Henry. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man. Let's take it in for a Titans touchdown. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now it's Romo. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Lance Allworth. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Prater for the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd down, Peterson again. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 71 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, this one into the hands of Hester. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
They give it to Peterson. And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
Mike 9, Mike 9. Team, line in. Bang L, bang L. Hey, defense, let's go. Shift, watch the shift.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
He's checking crack. Street, street. Pop, pop, pop. SOS. Hey, check that, street.
On second down, it's Peterson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Make a play ball, baby, make a play ball.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Way down right around the 12. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Bullock's kick is good, and the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Bring it up.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Single, slot. Hey,
Romo. He finds his man complete. That's Craig. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Romo now to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this one is incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender,
and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. 3rd and 20, and no surprise, the defense in the dive. Now Romo. And now for the 3rd time, Romo intercepted. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Tyreek Hill set to return it.
And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Henry is caught. Reception by Holmes. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw on 2nd down, Henry. Buying time to his left. 1st down and much more for Henry. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Henry. Quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It'll be a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Henry. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 36. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
On 1st down, Henry. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. On 1st down, Holmes. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons. 2nd down at 5. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. DeMarcus Ware leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. The football. Bad place to fumble down here in the red zone. At least they got it. They'll have another shot. Or no, they won't have another shot. It's going to be 4th down. Maybe they can at least salvage 3.
And they were thinking 6 points because at this position of the field, it's go time, right? You take your shots at the end zone. They weren't able to do that one. So you look over the sideline. There's the head coach saying, oh, heck, kick it. Field goal time.
So a nice opening drive on the road. You get the 3 points. Part of you wonders if that might hurt them later not getting into the end zone.
Well, the good thing is, still first quarter, and they did come out of it with points. In a sense, they could look at it positively and say, hey, we set the pace in this one. I think that's how they'll go about it.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They'll run on first down. Craig. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Out of the gun, Romo. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Jeudy. A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays. But I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from a yard out. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they really won't have much time to work with. Just 19 seconds showing on the clock. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Looking to throw on second down. Henry. He's got the hold up to Odell Beckham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, intended for Hill. He's picked off at his own 47. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
It's over, let's dominate!
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Pulls it in at the 13.
Let's go, boys, bring it up! Here we go, set. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Hester to return from his end zone.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Check. Dragon, 60. Check out.
Romo here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
But listen, when you've got the lead, there's absolutely no sense trying to fit a ball in where you shouldn't. You can see the coaching in his head taking place on that play because he saw he had a receiver in the area. And he just put it well over his head out of harm's way.
It's our field.
Romo now to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Romo now to throw. Caught right side, Davis. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Romo throwing again. And he couldn't get rid of the football, trying to buy a little time, but he'll just tuck it and go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On fourth down, Romo. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And incomplete on the deep ball. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Henry. And bringing it in right side here. Beckham. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Throwing on 1st down. Henry. Left side, he's got it. Complete. That catch good for only a couple. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun. Henry. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half. No quit in him. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by DeMarcus Ware. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And it's 21-3. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
First and 10. Henry. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
I got tricked this side.
Back to throw. Henry. Flush to his right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
In trouble, and he's taken down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now Romo. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Prater for the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. A fairly short kick from the 14. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, Henry. Quick slam here to Woods. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Looking to throw. Henry. And a quick throw here. That's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. To throw on 2nd down. Henry. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Henry. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
Now the Chiefs bring on their field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Romo. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On first down, it's Craig. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 49-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. We'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. They'll run on first down. Craig, and a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On second down now, it's Craig, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 13. Check 13.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. From the gun, here's Romo. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And within trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. And they work this out past the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Throwing on first down. Henry. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Working with a 2nd and 3.
22, 22, 19 tight. Check smash. Check the call.
Back to throw. Henry. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 44-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. Hester to return from his end zone.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. On 1st and 10, Henry. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Beckham, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Hester to return from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Chiefs are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Looking to throw. Henry. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Tony Romo on first down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On second down, it's Craig. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw is Romo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Prater's kick is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Henry. Thrown over the middle, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
On first down, Craig, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Back to throw. Romo. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they got it.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. Back to throw. And quickly here, and that's complete. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into the hands of Beckham. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Ready. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Oh, we got it. Hurry.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
We got this.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing to start the drive. Henry in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down. Set him back on 2nd.
2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover.
Looking to throw. Henry. It's brought in by Davis over the middle. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Broncos on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it's...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for the Dolphins.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
You got three. Three down.
On first down, Henry. Well, that's complete to Sanders. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Back to throw. Henry. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Vernon Davis. 33 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former USC man, Taylor Mays. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Romo. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A shotgun snap for Romo. He's going to try and go deep again. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back is maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Throwing on first down. Henry from the left side, complete. That's Peterson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Henry. And Sanders has got it complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. After one, a one-point game, 7-6.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 3 out. 3 out.
To throw on 3rd down. Henry eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Peterson. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
Back to throw again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Devin Hester there to make the grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
They'll look to throw. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They'll run it. Here's Peterson.
Peterson a first down and more. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line.
That run is what defenses don't like about dealing with Adrian Peterson. His ability to drop his shoulder and run through contact.
And he's amazing at keeping those strong legs going, isn't he?
For him, no run is ever truly over. I mean, he's actually not even convinced that when they blow the whistle, he's actually down. That's how he finishes runs in a big way.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy.